So I've been in this industry for about 14 years. So in a prior company, there was a gentleman who reached out to me and asked for some help. So I'm Vietnamese. I barely speak Vietnamese, but this person in another company, when we were in another company, he said, "Hey, Toan, I have a guy that's Vietnamese. I'd love for you to talk to him. Could you connect with them and share your experience with them, share with them your story?" And for whatever reason, I never got that Facebook message. Okay. Now 2 years goes by, and I'm not in that company no more. He's not in that company no more. But I know he's a superstar, right? He was a top earner in this company, and he doesn't work in that company anymore. So I'm scratching my head. I'm thinking to myself, how do I talk to this person and introduce them to the world? How do I talk to him? I want to talk to him, and I'm like nervous, right? I'm thinking, how do I do it? So then I open up my Facebook, and I'm just sitting there staring, and then it showed my history. And apparently, he messaged me 2 years ago asking me for help to talk to someone that spoke Vietnamese. And apparently, I never responded back to him. So I'm like, oh, I look like a jerk. So I'm thinking, what do I do? I just messaged him back and say, hey, Jay, do you still need help with that Vietnamese person? Think about it. This is 2 years later, right? I had to use my imagination. He messaged back. He's like, Toan, this was 2 years ago. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea. I really had no idea. I apologize. And he put LOL, laughing out loud. He's like, no worries. How you been? Oh, I'm in the door. So I'm like, hey, I'm doing great, man. How's your family? How's kids? What's new? Or, now we're just building a relationship with him again. And then eventually he said, are you still working with XYZ company? I said, as a matter of fact, I'm not. He said, oh, what are you doing now? So I went from the approach to now getting ready to step 2, which is showing the 2-minute video. And I said, it's kind of funny you asked me that. I'd love to get your opinion. And this is all through messaging. I'd love to get your opinion on it. Can I send you a 2-minute video? He said, sure. I'm sending you the link now. My favorite line. I'm sending you the link now. And then he said, sure. Ends up clicking on it, watching it. And he says, wow, this is technology. We started talking a little bit. He started asking me questions. The moment he asked me a question, guys, my mindset always shifts. And I'm thinking, questions are good. Questions mean I'm directing him to the third step, which is the 5 or 7 minute video. Anytime someone ever asks me a question, I don't even want to answer it. Why? Because if I have to answer it, they're thinking to themselves, wow, I need to know these answers too. So instead of me answering it, folks, all I do is I say, that's a really good question. I found this video that's about 7 minutes. I think you can get your answers through here. Let me send this to you. I got to take care of my son. I'm going to get right back with you when you're done watching. And I sent it to him, and I just got off Facebook, and I, hung out with my kids. So I came back, and apparently he actually did watch it, and he started asking me a ton of questions. But at this point, he was interested. He said, wow, I'm actually really impressed. So it's obviously looks like there's money to be made. What's the compensation plan like? And once he started asking me more questions, I said, you know what? I don't know. I'm new. All I know is, it's my favorite. That's my line right there. You know what? I don't know. I'm new. And if you're not new anymore, and by the way, if you're 6 months in, you're still new. After 6 months, I don't know. I'm still in training. But all I know is, and I start there. I don't know. I'm new. All I know is there's this webinar that really breaks down the compensation plan. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'd love for you to hop on. I'm joining tonight to check it out. I'd love for you to hop in with me. Well, how does that work? I'm sending you the link now. Just click on the link, follow the instructions, and then I'll be on there. I'll text you 5 minutes before to see if you're on, if everything's okay. So true story. He went through the whole process, you guys. The 2-minute, the 7-minute, the webinar. By the time he was done, he said, I'm in. And we signed him up. Now, the part where people mess up the most is the three-way call. Now, do you always have to put them on a three-way call? No. I only put them on a three-way call either A, if I want someone to share the story, and the stories are very powerful, you guys. Facts tell, but stories sell. I can't tell you how many times I went on Amazon and I didn't need to buy anything. I got bored and I went online. I started looking at some books, and before you know it, I got caught up in the comment zone. You guys know what I'm talking about? The review zone. You just start going through the reviews. Best book I've ever read. This is an amazing book. Changed my life. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I look at my library and I got 50 books that I bought I haven't read yet. And then I'm addicted. I said, oh, okay, I got to buy this book. And I buy it because somebody decided to make a comment and put a 5-star review. So I always like to put them on a three-way call just so someone can hear someone's story but my own. No one likes, look, if you share your story, you're tooting your own horn. They can't stand hearing your story. It's annoying, right, to them. Like, oh, here he goes again, Toan's bragging. No one wants to hear my story. But if I say, hey, you know what? I want you to hear someone that's really successful. Their story's amazing. They just got started in this company a few months ago. You got to hear how they did it. Hold on a second. And then I put them on the phone. Guys, I'm telling you, once they hear the story, there's something magical behind them hearing about it. So I like to put them on a three-way call for that. I like to put them on a three-way call if they have questions. If they don't have questions and they don't want to hear their story, but they said, I'm ready to sign up, I'm not going to say, no, you need to get on the phone with someone. No, I don't do that. I just go, okay, cool, let's walk you through the website. I'm signing them up, right? But after they sign up, I still put them on a three-way call. Now, what's this three-way call about? I put them on a welcome call. I put them on a welcome call. Why is this important? Because a few reasons. Number one, for Van and I, we don't want to work forever. And for you guys, I know you guys don't want to work forever. Right? Don, I know for a fact that you want to be able to just travel the world, turn off your phone, and never have to worry about picking up the phone if you don't want to. Right? Rob, same thing. I know you like to get in your motor coach and you like to just have fun, and you don't ever have to worry about just picking up the phone if you don't want to, right? I know all of us want something like that, right? So the thing about network marketing, guys, is that the old ways of like, hey, put them in front of me, I'll take care of it, that day's done and gone with. Because if something ever happens to us, God forbid, something happens to me, who's going to pick up the calls? And if I'm gone and everyone's used to me taking the calls, the whole business stops. So what welcome calls do is, for example, Jerry, let's say you enroll me and you say, hey, Toan, I'm so excited that you're part of the team. I want to introduce you to my support team. Craig Brotman is incredible. He's actually coaching me. He's my business partner. I want to have him welcome you to the team and actually, let you know that you're part of one of the fastest growing teams in the company. Hold on a second. When you put Craig on the phone, Craig's going to say, Toan, I'm excited that you're part of the team. Look, if Jerry ever decides to go in Hawaii for 2 months or takes a 6 months vacation, you can always call me. Jerry decides to go to Hawaii and go snorkeling for 6 months. I'm not tied to Jerry anymore. I'm now tied to Craig. I can call Craig now if I need help. So Jerry's off the hook. Craig makes money for Jerry. Jerry's happy. Craig's happy. So you guys always have to do welcome calls, because if you want your business to grow away from you, without you, in spite of you, you got to put them on the phone with somebody else. Otherwise, the only person they know is you, and that's dangerous. Another thing about welcome calls is really important is that it trains them. So imagine you did the whole step correctly, right? You approached them, you put them on the 2-minute video, the 5-minute video, the webinar, okay? And then they got on a 3-way call. Imagine Craig got on the phone with me. He says, Toan, welcome to the team. Let me ask you this. How fast do you want to get your investment back? Craig, I want it right away, but I need my training. Craig says, you're already trained. How so? I haven't gotten any training. Well, let me ask you, what did Jerry do with you? Did Jerry explain to you, or did he sell you? What did he do? He just texted me, hey, I'm excited about something. And I said, what? Check out this link. and he sent me a 2-minute video. Okay, what else did he do to you, Toan? I had asked questions. He sent me this 5-minute video, and I watched it. Then what? Then I checked out this 30-minute webinar. For goodness sakes, he wouldn't answer any of my damn questions. I'm pissed. And then what? I watched this webinar. And then what? He got me on the phone with you so I can answer. You can answer all my questions. He's so lazy. He didn't ever once answer any of my questions. So Craig goes, so let me make sure. Let me get this straight. He said he's excited about something. He wanted your opinion. He sent you a 2-minute video, a 5-minute video, got you on a webinar, never answered your questions, got you on the phone with me so I can answer your questions. You signed up. Yeah. You're trained. Really? Yeah. You're trained. Can you do everything that Jerry just did? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Craig can say, Toan, I want you to look back at Jerry's text messages. I pull up my phone.